So many people have been asking for an update on this, the Team Corally Kagama 6S, and it is brilliant. And it's not just me, loads of people across the world have been labelling this thing as the best 6S basher you can currently buy. And before we go any further, yes, once again, there is something we need to talk about. And it's not just me that faces this issue. Loads of RC YouTubers currently face the same issue. And some people out there think we're paid to only say good things about a product. Now, yes, this truck was provided free of charge from the guys at Team Corally, but that doesn't mean I'm only going to say good things about it. This is nothing new. It's something I've faced before, and lots of other people as well. So many people are skeptical about RC reviews on YouTube, and let me just ask you a question. Would I risk my integrity for one single free RC car? Absolutely not. And would I lie to almost 40,000 people who rely on me every day to give them my honest opinions? Once again, the answer is a big fat no. I wouldn't risk everything I've built over the last 4 years for the sake of one free RC truck. Now, what I usually say to these people is if a product is good, it's going to sell itself, regardless of what I have to say about it or any other channel. The best piece of advice I can give to anyone is watch loads of reviews from many different channels and then make your own mind up. Just because I've said this is the best 6S basher in the world, I don't expect you to always agree. So now we've spoken about that, let's get back to the Kagama. And like I said before, this truck is absolutely brilliant. And as good as this truck is, yes, I have had some issues over the last couple of months. The first issue is these wheel nuts really do like to come loose. Also, I have managed to bend the chassis on this, and I have upgraded that to a 70/75 chassis. It wasn't a cheap upgrade, but I'm hoping it holds up a lot better than the stock one. When the chassis bent, this also happened, and I do kind of wish these were a little bit stronger. I've also had an issue with the centre diff. For some reason, the screws decided to work themselves loose, and I lost all of my diff oil. Finally, the rear wing doesn't seem to be as strong as I would like, but apart from those very minor issues, this truck has really held up. Now, I've tested loads of different trucks since starting my channel, and this is definitely one of the best I've ever driven. And no, before you ask, Team Corally aren't paying me $10,000 to say that. So of course I have upgraded the chassis. I'm also planning on getting the 70/75 shock towers for this, because I want this truck to be as strong as it can be, because I'm going to be using it throughout the summer. Now, once again, the shock tower upgrades can be a bit pricey, but I think they're going to be worth it. Regular viewers of my channel, who remembers this? This is my Hobao Hyper SSTE, and for so long I've been saying it's one of the best RC truggies around. And even though it's really good at bashing, it's not actually designed to be a basher. It's incredibly track focused, and that's what it was designed to do. The SSTE is one of the best handling trucks I've ever owned, and that thing is made to go around a track. Yes, of course I demonstrated it is a capable basher, but when it comes to the Kagama, it's purpose built to be a basher. And of course it's incredibly good at doing it. Now these days, because I'm primarily into bashing, this thing is sitting at the #1 spot for me. Here we have the final upgrade. I'm now running the brand new FlySky Noble MB4 Plus transmitter. Just take a look at this thing. It's primarily made out of metal, and isn't it one of the best looking transmitters you've ever seen? Even taking a look at the box, everything screams premium. Now this isn't a cheap transmitter, and if you decide to buy one of these to upgrade your ready to run radio, well, it's gonna be game changing, because it's one of the most responsive radios out there. So in the box we get the receiver, a spare grip, the 4300 milliamp hour battery, optional springs and triggers, and this is so you can set this transmitter up exactly how you like it. One of my favourite features on this is the swiveling steering wheel. This is great if you're left-handed. This also has a removable 18650 battery, which is housed behind the grip, a very bright LCD screen, which is full colour, and it's easy to see even in bright conditions. Now this does feature a touchscreen, and navigating the menus is incredibly easy. Now I picked the Kagama as the test vehicle for this transmitter because I want to get the very best performance out of this truck. And the MB4 Plus, with its super high response rate, I think this is going to perform really well. There's only one way to prove this. Let's do some backflips. It never gets old. and it does it so easily. Come on, the landing wasn't that bad. That rear wing is definitely a weak point on this, and I think quite a few people have pointed that out. Let's go! Oh dear, that's not good. I think that's it for the rear wing. I think we realised a long time ago that my driving's not the best. But I don't care about that, because this hobby is about having fun. It's not about whether or not you're a good driver. This thing is an absolute beast. Oh no! It's hanging on. Hey! I do love this truck. I really do. I can just imagine all the little ARRMA fanboys saying, oh, it's not as good as a Kraton. I'm an ARRMA fanboy myself. I've pretty much owned every car they've ever created, and even I'm happy to admit I prefer this over the Kraton. What do we have here? Oh, do I?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
And that's not a dig at any channels. The last time I mentioned anything about skate parks, it caused a war. I'm not looking to offend anyone, I'm just not into that sort of stuff. Most people I know don't run at skate parks. It tends to be the YouTubers, because it gets more views. Yeah, I'm not into that. This is great and it's super responsive. I actually really like this, and this may replace my MT12, although I will have to check how much the receivers are for this. Oh no, that is the end of that. So there we go, it's all over. That rear wing has finally given up. Maybe there'll be a way to upgrade this, because this will be the second time I'm having to repair it. Everything else does look like it held up. This thing is fantastic. I don't know how many times I can say it. You need to grab one of these if you're into your bashers. Now, if you missed my first video on the Team Corally Kagama 6S, don't forget to check that out. There's still also a little bit of time left to grab some tickets for the Traxxas Fiesta ST Rally. You can win that for as little as £2. And if you enjoyed today's video and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Cheers for watching, see you on the next one. Take care. If you enjoyed today's video, click the top video now to check out my full review of the Team Corally Kagama 6S, or click the bottom video to check out my favourite RC truggy of last year.